Welcome back, all you fine ladies and gentlemen. Okay, audio is working. Let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we're just going to be doing a little bit more World War II. But I had some suggestions to go ahead and do the Darkest Shore, so I'm going to wait to see if I get any people up in the chat. I'm doing pretty good. What about yourself, man? Sorry it took so long to get the stream up. I don't know if that that little short posted that I tried to record, but I had to run over to the bank really quick to actually put some money into my bank account so I could get some Xbox Live Gold so I could actually do the stream. So. Oh, did I? Oh, I clicked on the wrong page. My bad. Just leave that there. My buddy was actually messaging me. Let's see what he wants. Man, how you feeling? How you feeling? He was wanting me to do some Fortnite. I'm not saying I'm jumping on Fortnite at this very moment, but would you be down to watch some Fortnite at some point? If not, I completely understand. Yeah, I feel like the hardest part for me about this whole Easter egg would be like the actual rituals in the room. I mean, beyond that, it's not really too bad. I mean, boss fights, like I said last stream, I'm just terrible at the boss fights when it comes to DLC. So, yeah, I'll probably try to give this map a few runs for you, and then if I'm not really getting anywhere with it, then I'll probably switch over to the Final Reich since I know that I can complete that. But since you were saying you wanted to watch me play that, I'll kind of go through some things with you that you kind of struggle on or something. Oh yeah, no, I'm down to do some Fortnite at some point. I just didn't know if anybody was interested in watching that. I mean, I'm not a go at Fortnite or anything, and I definitely do zero build. I'm not into the whole building thing, but yeah, I'm just gonna let him know that I'm streaming some World War II right now, and then I'll maybe hop on later if he's still on. All right, so getting a specific gun in the box. So what would you recommend for, like, apart from the Delisle, what would you recommend for like a loadout and stuff like that? Because this is what I'd normally run, and that's literally because of all those like beginning shore zombies that spawn. So if you actually like, if you were to just like shoot at them enough to basically just fill up your meter and then you activate this, you can get easily like 7,000 points by the end of round 1. But yeah, I don't know what you personally use. And I'm gonna turn down this TV. just so it's not echoing this time. Trying to learn from my mistakes. I noticed that in the past few streams, I tend to leave my PC over to the side, turned up a little too high, and you can kind of hear it in the background. Like, when I went back and watched it after the stream, you could kind of hear it in the background, just barely. Like, if I'm blasting my phone or whatever. No, I don't know about the whole respawning zombies thing. Unless you're talking about, like, if you were to basically do what I'm talking about and boost points through the whole, like, starting beach wave phase, and then if you do that, you can get round one. Yeah, see, that's, I feel like me and you were kind of talking about something similar. Might not be talking about the exact same strategy, but I feel like it gets to the same point. Do you have to use shell shock to do that? Because if not, then I'll try something else. Because I feel like the problem with this loadout is the fact that I am using shell shock in the first place. I feel like I need to run, like, frontline or, like, maybe free fire. But let me know if I'm wrong. Also, when we get in game, let me know how the stream looks, because I'm assuming right now where I'm doing nothing, it looks fine, but I want to know that, you know, when I'm actually moving around doing stuff, that it still looks decent. Over at the gaming setup right now at my mom's house, just streaming some World War II for some people. But yeah, you should come hop in the chat and say hello or something if you wanted to. You don't have to, obviously. Over at the gaming setup. That was just me messaging my buddy that you saw me message on Xbox. Okay, so basically, if a horde of zombies gets near the waterfall, and then you go first to run away from the zombies, you don't need to. Oh yeah, I forgot about that, bro. Yes, I did know about that. I was wondering why when I was doing this strategy, when I came back to it, I was wondering why it wasn't working how I remember it working. But yeah, no, I forgot about that, dude. That's so smart. You know, let me man, do you still recommend using shell shock though for that? Because I know you can get them all to respawn, but I don't know if it's still more effective to just use the shell shock. Because I know you can get a hell of points doing that. I just don't know if maybe you can get away with running something else and still get just as many points. Because I feel like if you were to just shoot and knife without the whole fiery burst thing, I feel like the problem is that it only gives you like maybe half that amount of points, like roughly like 3,700 or something like that. You generally use frontline? Okay, I guess I'll give her a send. Do you normally run Pack Mule on this? Or is this one of those maps you don't necessarily see it vital because, you know, obviously the wonder weapon is a melee? Okay, yeah, normally I wouldn't use it for this map either, but kind of just figured I'd ask. I'm assuming specialist training is useful, maybe fully loaded. I'm assuming you use either determination or vicious, because those are like generally the most important things when you use frontline. What do you mean an extended part of the strat? I've never really like I know if you're talking about like the whole fog thing where you get extra like fog zombies. I do know about that. Yo, I appreciate you coming back to the stream though. Like I was actually kind of hyped for that when I saw you messaging earlier in the chat around 8 o'clock, maybe like 7:30 ish actually. But yeah, I was pretty hyped that I was like, dude, I actually got like somebody coming back every week. That's kind of sick. Okay, so yeah, okay. I never really did it the way you're talking about. Normally, I still go into like round two, and as far as I knew, you could do the whole fog thing up until like round three, and then I think after that it doesn't work, or maybe it just like I don't know. It's more finicky to get to trigger, but I could have swore back when I was playing it with some other people that you had up until like round three, and then the strategy was to actually save that whole fog thing until round three because obviously they'd be able to take more damage and you could get extra points from them that way. Maybe the whole like round three thing, it's not necessarily that's the farthest like point that you could still do it. I think maybe it was just like a you don't want to go any farther in the rounds because you need to do stuff for the Easter egg and whatnot. But so yeah, what would you recommend? Would you recommend either determination or vicious, or is this build already looking bad in your eyes? Use the same loadout. Okay, I mean fair enough. I'll probably bring in probably just bring in the like this then, and then leave out the melee. And then swap to the Iron Hand. I always do that. I always mean the rebuff, but for whatever reason, Iron Hand it just strikes me as 9mm. And then obviously stickies. Okay, so I guess I'll bring in a max ammo or something. Man, I'm not that great at this map. That's like the main reason I don't like playing it. And then once you get to a certain point and then you start messing up, you're just like, well, now I just want to like not play this map again because it feels like it took so long to get to where I was. I'm just not good at running this map efficiently to where I'm being or like time efficient. I was gonna say cost effective, but whatever. Yeah, I know. There was a few other World War II streamers and stuff like that. Like, like not even a few months ago. Like it was less than that. It feels like, but for whatever reason they decided to stop, and I really do not. I do not like that. You like my God King skip thing? I had to name it that after that run. I was just like, no way. And the only reason I really saved that loadout and I was okay with doing that strategy in all reality is because either way, in order to get that character, that last challenge, I do have to do the boss fight, like, legit. It's because I have to go through the 4 phases of the boss fight and cheat death twice. So, yeah, I still have to do the boss fight at some point the correct way. So I'm not really worried about, doing a skip strategy because I still don't think that's a glitch because that was fully just like activate your ability, use the melee weapon. That was like nothing about that struck me as a glitch. Okay, anyways, I feel like I've been on the home screen a little long, so I'm just going to go ahead and start this up. See how it goes. Trying to save up some packs for another stream and get another little crate opening for you guys at the start of one of these streams. Yeah, no, I'm glad you like that freaking that loadout name though. Yeah, I'm actually kind of salty that I forgot about the whole despawning the zombies thing. And I think the reason I forgot about that is because I never play this map solo anymore. And you literally cannot do that with multiple people. Like, it just doesn't happen. Alright. See if I can get myself down here on round 1. Or, round 0, actually. I don't know if I got him far enough away or not, but... No. Oh, I can do this and then run over to the door too, right? I can do it like either way. Nice. Yeah, no, I genuinely forgot about that. I'm glad you reminded me about that. Also, I don't know if you know this. I'm assuming you do, considering you use that freaking melee perk so much. Or the melee mod for your frontline. But if you crouch, you don't get that little, like, stun animation with your melees. So, like right here, like, I can't really do anything and, like, turn away or, like... I'm pretty much, like, in a stun lock for a second. But if I crouch, I don't really have that. Kind of just wasted some points kind of explaining that, but either way. So you would recommend going ahead and... Anytime someone says they're... Yeah, a lot of people actually think it's a pretty hard game, which is kind of funny to me because I find it one of the easier zombies to play personally, but maybe that's just because I've been playing it for so long compared to the other ones. But yeah, no, so I was going to say, so you recommend opening these doors on round 1 and then getting this fog round, right? Is what you would normally do? Or do I have to change the round? Yeah, no, I wouldn't say I'm like one of the best players at this game or anything, but I would definitely say I'm pretty decent. Again, DLC not exactly my strong point, but what? Oops. Is what it is. Yeah, I forgot I had determination. Oh well. I thought that missed for a second. I was like, no way. I'll catch up here on chat in a second. I'm just kind of trying to get somewhere. So I never really asked last time, but like obviously I said I'll check chat here in a second. But where are you from? I ain't the voice of God. I can generally say I've never made that reference in my life, but that's a pretty good one. Somebody would, if you said that to somebody, somebody would try to correct you, and they'd be like, "The saying goes, the voice of reason, not the voice of God." Ah, that blows. I wouldn't have made it anyways, but. Yeah, I'm assuming you could tell, but I'm from America. I live in Maine, which would be like top corner north. Don't know how familiar you are, but I need to grab that weapon here. First try. Oh my god. Not a fan. Not a fan. Jesus. Hey yo, Tyler, if you're still here, you should say what's up. Dang, I still didn't make it. What? What? Bro, I'm so bad. Okay, okay, now it's just messing with me, dude. Bro, was that a sound effect from my house, or was that in the game? What the heck? I've gotta, like, listen to that again later. That was weird. It almost sounded like a Brenner, but not really. And I know there's like a Brenner sound effect for this, but I know I'm definitely not at that point yet. What am I doing? I need to do the minecart system and then get pack. Do I hate that? Sometimes you take damage from that and other times you don't. Dude, could you imagine there's just a fucking whistling standing behind you? That'd be so whack. I'd be shook. So I'll tell you what, no matter where I am in this room, I'd be getting smacked. Thing has the dumbest range for no reason. Okay, I need to go back up top. Also, Tyler, I saw that you're in the chat. What's good? Also, I could be wrong. I'm not super familiar with which games are which, but I think Zetsubo Noshima, if I'm not mistaken, is on BO3. Correct me if I'm wrong, Unhinged. See, as much as I can agree with that, I also kind of disagree with that. The whole, like, one small fuck up and then you have to kind of reset or whatever. I don't agree with that, because in this game I feel like it's so much easier to come back from a mess up. And like whenever so this game and like IW are like my top played zombies, I'd say. Besides maybe like BO3, which I don't really play anymore, and like BO2 back in the day, but and everybody hated on Exo Zombies, but I actually kind of liked that, not gonna lie. Anyways, if you go from this to IW, if you mess up at all in IW, that game is so unforgiving. Like, this game is so forgiving compared to IW. Dude, I can't believe I guessed that game right. I honestly didn't expect it to be in BO3. I just remember my friend Thomas talking about it back in the day. He was always running that map. Oh my god. When he told me that, oh no, did I pick the wrong sniper? I did too. I chose a freaking different sniper that I was just messing around with on one of the other maps. Oh, that's rough. Oh well. I'll freaking keep shooting for it at some point anyways. Alright, so I got Pack-a-Punch opened, at least. I need to go ahead and get it. This ought to be interesting. I'm just gonna go train in the freaking bullpen now that I think about it. Wait until I get 5k and then I'll start charging up that door. No, for real, dude. I need to play some IW on stream sometime, because I feel like I'm pretty decent at Raven the Redwoods. Like, the rest of the maps I kind of suck at, though. I could definitely use some like advice and tips, especially for like Spaceland, because I'm one of those people, I like to beat all the maps, like including DLC and whatnot, in order of like release. So I still haven't beaten Spaceland as much as I would have liked to do it first. I could not do it. So I decided to move on, and I actually ended up liking Raven the Redwoods better. So I got good at that map and played that. Fuck me. But yeah, I've beaten Raven the Redwoods. Like, I'd say multiple times, but I think it's literally been under 5 times, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, no, at the rate that I picked up that map versus fucking Spaceland, 2 different ballparks. Like, I still struggle with like the SETICOM steps. That's pretty much where I'm at every time I get on Spaceland. But Raven the Redwoods, I feel like the only thing that really messes me up is if I'm trying to focus all the like 10 different charms around the map instead of just doing the Easter egg. Like the charms are technically useless. Like what? You coming back, boy? Give me that spine. Watch, I'll get the charged spine and then I won't get to the freaking door in time. He's probably gone anyways. Nope. Oh, come on, dude. Wasn't even near that guy. How did he die? What the heck? Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna start getting points. Dude, for real though, that's like my biggest pet peeve about legitimately every big zombies YouTuber is that they put freaking every Treyarch game above any other game. Like, sure, there's the exception, but obviously the exception doesn't make the rule. Like, majority of the time, people just praise Treyarch even if they did something wrong, and look at every other game as just hot garbage. And I really, really just despise that. And it's fun. It's funny you brought up the whole like tier list thing because I was actually just watching a few of those today. And dude, you're right. I mean, like I was saying, there is the exception where there's like a game here or there that people hold dear to them for whatever reason, and they'll place it higher. But that's just like a personal opinion at that point because like nobody is like agreeing with you in a sense. Which if it's one of your favorite CODs, it's one of your favorite CODs. It's like nobody's gonna dispute that. But yeah. Are you talking about Attack of the Radioactive thing? Dude, I've never even attempted to try that Easter egg yet because I heard that it has like one of the hardest Easter egg steps like in all of zombies. That being the whole like chemistry, like sciencey thing. I don't know what step it is exactly, obviously. I haven't done my research on that map entirely, but... Because believe it or not, I actually didn't play IW, like, legitimately ever. Up until, like, maybe last summer. And then I started playing it, so... I was completely out of the loop for the entirety of IW's life cycle. Like, I just was not into the whole, like, super advanced space theme. Like, I was just completely over it after BO3. As much as I liked BO3 and, like, I liked the whole, like, aesthetic of BO3, I just did not enjoy it either. Like, I don't know. People say that BO3 had the best, like, exosuit movement. And that, like, Advanced Warfare had, like, too complicated of mechanics or something like that. And I just, while I can agree with that, you also have to remember that it was the first iteration. It was what brought you the whole BO3 system and the whole IW system in the first place. Like, without those games, or without Advanced Warfare, you probably wouldn't have got the whole exosuit thing in general. I remember you saying that last stream. Like, yeah, so many people hold Origins so highly, but they freaking literally just don't play any of the other games. So it's like, if you don't have anything to base it on, then it's almost an irrelevant opinion. But I don't know. I can't exactly talk because, like I'm saying, I haven't exactly studied every map. I haven't played every map that has ever been in a COD Zombies, and I'm not even including like custom maps and all that, which is over on like PC and whatever now, from my understanding. But yeah, I literally have not even played every single base map on all of the Call of Duty games. I think this was actually the first Zombies that I actually played every map. And then I went back and I bought all the DLC for Ghost Extinction, obviously. And then I bought... You know what? Actually, no. I played Advanced Warfare, all the DLC for that game as well. I never beat all of them, but I definitely played all of them. Which, by the way, if you guys wanted to do some Advanced Warfare sometime, I have that too. I'd have to bring my other Xbox over here because this one I have right now doesn't have a disc tray, but... And I'm definitely not paying $60 for a game that I have on disc. Like, that is not happening. I've bought that game like twice now, and I regret it. I don't even regret it because it was a bad game. It's just I regret it because I don't ever end up playing it. Like, I have this intention to go back and get, like, guns and whatever gold, and I just never end up doing it. It's because I hop back on, and then I realize that the game is actually dead. Like, almost nobody plays it. It's kind of sad. And also the fact that Call of Duty Ghosts was like one of the last Call of Duty games that had the whole like the player counter. That is like a crucial downfall in Call of Duty in my opinion. Like, why would you remove that? Like, I understand you don't want like the community to be like, oh, this game's doing terrible, let's not play it. But I also think that helps players know like, hey, there's still people I can play this game with. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I want to sit there in a lobby which I'm potentially never going to get a player in? And just sit there and wait and wait and wait and wait. Like, I just don't understand why that's an effective marketing thing at all. Come on, come on, come on. I messed it up. I messed it up. Oh, come on. Honestly, that went a lot smoother than I was expecting it to. Wait, what? The player counter on BO1 hasn't worked for years? I did not know that. That is kind of sad. I just don't understand, like, this is something I've never understood about, like, gaming in general. Like, how can you make a game, spend these countless amounts of dollars and, like, time and effort on the game, and then, okay, as soon as the next one comes out, we're just going to completely leave it in the dust and forget that it ever existed. We're not going to push out updates to fix things that are broken. We're not going to do anything to, you know, maintain the game and make sure it's not being hacked and this and that, blah, blah, blah. Well, we're just going to leave it in the dust and say, fuck you. If it is your favorite COD, it doesn't matter. Play the new one. Like, what is that, dude? What is that system? That's like fucking back when they shut down Halo 4, dude. I was so sad. I was like, dude, to this day, that's my favorite Halo. And now I can't even go play it. And I don't care who the hell wants to tell me to go play the Master Chief Collection. No. Master Chief Collection is so bad compared to the originals, dude. Like, any remaster, I don't care what game it is, no remaster has ever done a game justice, in my opinion. Christ. Okay. Literally crashes right in front of me. What is happening? I was like, there's no way I need to shoot that many more planes, right? Alright, and then we don't place that until whenever. Oh yeah, we have to get that freaking bomber up there first. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I need to go buy some perks. This dude is gonna destroy me. Wherever he is. Oh, that's not even fair, bro. So what, he just smacked me and ran back up the wall? Like, what the heck? What? Figures it'd give me the freaking zombie spawn now just because. Oh. Yeah. I have to go get the freaking monk head, don't I? Haven't even been over there in that room yet. Like I said, I make these maps, the DLC maps, take so much longer than they probably need to take, just because I don't practice them enough to where I have a solid route. Where is it? Right there. Or was that not it? There's like one spawn for that rock thing on the beach, right? I'm pretty sure. Am I just not seeing it? I'll come back down for it, I guess. Oh yeah, right there. Yeah. It actually made me sad hearing like a few of the devs talk about like the plans for zombies and just like hearing that they had like basically they just didn't have the funds or they didn't have the time, so they had to cut some things. And I remember back in the day that was one of the big things they were talking about with that whole. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but there was like a in-game little like post in your like news info feed, like that one that you normally get as soon as you hop into like the Xbox Live portion of the game. Um, Normally, as soon as you get that screen, when the game first came out, it would say something along the lines of being able to upgrade your weapons multiple times. So people were like speculating a double pack a punch, obviously, and the devs were saying, "Oh yeah, that was one of those things that unfortunately, we just didn't have the time for, and it had to get cut." And they were talking about that same thing with the whole like notebook system for the Easter eggs, and then also the like hardcore versus like casual side of the Easter eggs as well. Yo, that's facts. They have that dedicated passion for the mode that they're creating, even if the freaking player base doesn't necessarily respect them as much as the other studio. That's yeah. I will definitely give that to them because yeah, definitely a whole lot of you know hand picked love going into these games when it comes to like Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer. And I don't know if anybody else has ever thought about this, but I obviously like I imagine Sledgehammer, like the ones that made this one, didn't make Advanced Warfare. Like I know Sledgehammer Studios made both of those games, but I would obviously like to think that different people were behind each one of those two games. Apart from that, I would be very interested to go back and like watch all the Easter eggs for like Advanced Warfare's zombies maps, just to see if maybe the community could figure out some things with World War II. Um, I've always speculated that like maybe they have some sort of like things that are like shared Easter eggs, like oh you did this in Advanced Warfare, and I'm not gonna say it's necessarily kind of like a hint towards what you can do in World War II, but I think it'd be kind of cool to have like I don't even have like any Easter egg references from Advanced Warfare to kind of like throw out there and be like, oh, you can do this kind of thing in World War II. But I think the closest one that I could really think of that would work in World War II would be on that carrier map. I think it was DLC 3. Yeah, because I think that was like one of the biggest downfalls about Advanced Warfare was the fact that in the base game there was no zombies. It was literally just like survival mode, and then if you got to the very end, it teased at zombies. So there was only technically 4 zombies maps, which kind of held back that potential of that storyline because obviously it didn't have 5 maps like it could have. But yeah, what I was gonna say was the closest Easter egg on Advanced Warfare that I could genuinely just like speak off the top of my head would be like Carrier, the whole like grenade step with like throwing certain grenades into certain holes at a certain time or something like that, and then it eventually activated the next part of the Easter egg or whatever. But that was like I think that would be kind of interesting if you could do something similar on the Final Reich for some sort of hidden Easter egg that's still not discovered. Like maybe with the chimneys or just like holes around the map that maybe will like accept a grenade or whatever for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe enough testing hasn't been done into that. Dude, that would be so sick. I remember freaking. I don't know if you know who Jimothy is, but he used to make like a bunch of like troll videos back in the day on like secret Call of Duty Easter eggs. Like, oh, do this, this, and this to go ahead and get a Megalodon to spawn, or oh, you do this and I don't even know, but yeah, he actually had that for this game. He was like, oh, if you go here in the campaign and you do this and this, it actually spawns the Cell 3 cauterizer for you to use. And he edited it so perfectly that it actually looked like it was in the game. So I actually went back into the campaign and fucking tried looking for it. And I was like, yo, why is this not working? And I was like, oh my god, it's Jimothy. And then I was like, yep, this is just a freaking fake Easter egg. This isn't even a thing. Dude, I missed the Cell 3 cauterizer. That would have been such a good addition to this game, though. Especially just, like, knowing that it's a sledgehammer thing. It would have been cool to be like, oh, hey, this sledgehammer wonder weapon transferred over to this other sledgehammer game. That would have been kind of sick. And I think, like you're saying, it would have worked very easily. You could have easily just thrown the Cell 3 into, you know, Straub's creations. Yo, I'm on round 15. I've been completely spacing on this Easter egg. Holy sh... I went into the freaking minecart system and there was no bombers in front of that freaking wall, so I couldn't even go in there. I'll go down there one more time because I need to go buy freaking quick revive anyways. Honestly, I'll probably just run it this one time and then wherever I get, I'll just go ahead and... Man, I'm thinking about just going straight over to either the Final Reich or just hopping straight over to Fortnite, but I don't know if I really want to mix games like that in streams. I'd almost rather just end this stream at some point and then freaking start up another one and label it Fortnite or something. Alright, let's see if these dudes will freaking mess me up. I'm already much farther into the rounds than I would like to be right now. Like, I've kind of screwed myself already. Kind of just got talking about stuff and kind of just kept shooting through zombies. Dude, I should have brought that freaking Nerthus head. Ah, man, it would be a pest. Watch me get it charged, too. Yes, sir. Figured it would happen. Alright. Screw it. Send it. I'm going to send that bomber up there real quick, I guess. Then we'll start the pest. Man, this is going to be so painful. Dude, I still think that the whole, like, Straub interaction things around the map, like when you're looking out the zombie spawns, I still think that that's going to end up being an Easter egg to something one day. Like, there's no way that doesn't do something. I don't think they would just add him around the map just for shits and giggles. fact that I didn't go right down there is astonishing. The fact that this bomber isn't dead yet is astonishing. Like, if I'm being completely honest. Don't do it to me. Bruh. Go away. Come on. Yeah, I should definitely have enough time for that spine, but... Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't I just being attacked? Alright, I just need to place this thing really quick. That's a joke, dude. What the heck? Why do you even come back out? Hate that. Oh, I forgot it was a pest spawn. I was thinking it was just a regular zombie spawn. What is stuck to it? What the... Yo, it has a giant battery on it. What the heck? Look at that, dude. What is that, bro? Why does it look like that? What the... Dude, can I just get some space for a second? I just want to show you that. Why does it look like that? I've never seen that in all of my days playing this map. What the fuck? I'm recording that. New secret Easter egg question mark. Dude, I personally think that they should have made Straubuskin, Klaus, and I guess Barbarossa, if we end up figuring out that eventually you can have him as a boss. I think that that would be a super sick, like, skin that they would give you for either beating Barbarossa, or I think that they should do Klaus. If you were to beat Barbarossa, I think they should give you a Klaus skin. I also think that if you were... I think that they should have done... either give you like a God King skin, which would be sick, like just like another zombie skin on top of, you know, just having completed all the Easter eggs, so you get the zombie skin. I think like having the God King as a skin would be pretty sick. But also I think the version of Klaus that you see in that cutscene from the whole Frozen Dawn thing, that version of Klaus would be the one that would be super sick for a skin. But obviously, if you're following canon and you were able to beat Barbarossa and, you know, go through the final Reich and, you know, do that whole series of events, I think it would make more sense to go ahead and get like just a casual Klaus skin for doing that. And I say that because obviously at that point in the Easter egg or storyline, none of all the extra maps and shit would have happened, so it just wouldn't make sense for you to get that whole like bloody white Klaus skin for doing the whole Barbarossa thing. Straub decided to test a new Giga battery. Yo, yeah, attach that thing to the Panzer mortar, dude. Fucking supercharged. Holy. Oh man, I hate doing this one. Honestly surprised they got it. Dude, that's just wild. What the heck? It just like detached itself and flew around the room for a second. That was definitely glitched though. That was not supposed to happen. I don't even think that's supposed to be there ever. Like for anything. I think it was... I don't know. Maybe that was supposed to be a thing, but like... Wait, what? Why is he doing a giant lap around the map? I've never seen him take this route for this third little step here. Like, why did he go all the way the heck around like that? Oh my god, I didn't have the door open. I'm not gonna make it to that freaking bowl. Damn. Alright, assuming this zombie doesn't mess me up, I should be able to get this part done at least this round. I definitely don't think I'm gonna be able to complete this Easter egg though. So he's going to go all the way around, I think. Okay. Dude, I have one Ripsaw ammo. Big L. Of course I get a grenade. What the hell? I'm not even using a max ammo for that. Like, I'll just go until round 20 at that point. Which kind of sucks, but... Hell yeah. I will take that. I will also take some freaking perks. Man, I'd be set up decent right now if I had a freaking clue what I was doing for this Easter egg. Like, I know how to do the entire thing, I just suck at doing it. Wait, when? Oh, okay. I was like, when did I get a max ammo? What the hell? Go home. Yo, I'm not feeling it. What the heck? Right there, maybe? Hey, okay. I should probably stock up on ammo, or I could just go through the next round because it'll probably change it anyways. Yeah, screw it. Trying not to do that, but I guess it really doesn't matter. Yeah, I've also heard that the past couple games were actually supposed to be Advanced Warfare 2, and they kept just putting it off pretty much. Dude, I've been waiting for an Advanced Warfare and a Call of Duty Ghost 2. Like, for real, though. Oh my god, dude, I keep forgetting about the nerf this heads. I definitely need to run this again sometime, but probably not going to do it tonight. I haven't really played too much this week, but I definitely need to play a little bit more this week so I can practice up for next week's stream. So I am planning on changing up the scheduling a little bit of the whole streaming thing. But I'm not really going to be, changing it up in the sense of I'm, moving it ahead in the day or something. I'll definitely post like a little short and like maybe like a scheduling thing over on like the about portion of my channel. But I'm thinking about doing like World War II Wednesdays, and then Friday is gonna either be World War II again, if that's what you guys are wanting, or we can just like switch it up and play something different like Extinction or Exo Zombies or IW Zombies or Trials Rising or I think there's a few other things that I was kind of thinking about playing with you guys, but yeah, pretty much just want to get a few more days on the channel, get more content up, and still keep a steady schedule for you guys so you guys can keep up with it. But so yeah, at this point I'm thinking World War II Wednesdays, and Fridays are just gonna be friggin' whatever Fridays. I don't even know. I couldn't really think of anything that I play consistently that really started with an F that I could go with on Fridays, but besides like Fortnite, and I just was not gonna dedicate Fridays to Fortnite only. What the? Get me out of here, bro. This is cheating. What? Didn't even stun the dude. Guy crawled upside down the hill. Okay, so I need to freaking find this last... Alright, no, I need a zombie spine so I can get that one, and then I need the one from the cliff side still. Oh my god, that's so annoying. I hate when the ripsaw doesn't connect. Wait, that wasn't charged? What the... Oh my god, can I just, like, charge attack, please? There we go. Yeah, I have a few games like that too. Like sometimes I'll get ready to go hop on a game, and then I'll freaking just sit there in the main menu, like messing with either loadouts or something, or just something in the UI. And by the time I'm actually ready to hop into a match, I'm like not ready. I'm just like I get to the point where I'm just like, yeah, kind of don't feel like playing anymore. Like you're just messing with the UI so long that you're just like almost drained by the time you're freaking ready to play. And honestly, I don't really play Fortnite too much. I really only play it with my buddy that I was talking to in the chat earlier. He popped in and said a few things, but um, yeah. Apart from playing it with him, I really don't touch it too much. Especially after I complete the battle pass every season. And when I say every season, I only started playing like the past couple seasons. Um, but zombie. I bet he died already. See if he made it down here. I don't think he did. Oh my god, move. Dude, why is it so impossible to get the spine right now? Alright, try this again, shall we? No, for real though. I've heard that multiple times. Like that's one of those maps I never played. Um, the whole Dead of the Night or whatever. I've never played that like a single time in my life. But I've heard time and time again that that has some of the most ridiculous Easter eggs on it, and like just like obscureness wise, and like being able to actually uncover them for the first time. But yeah, I don't understand how this game is difficult, but a game like that isn't. And I feel like this game offered a lot of crutches when it comes to survivability. Like I really do. So I just don't understand where people come from with the whole it's difficult thing. Like it's I don't know. In the same sense, it's hard to say that because I do remember a dev saying like, "Oh, on one end you have the easiest and most accessible Call of Duty game ever, and then on the other end you have the most difficult, hardcore Call of Duty game ever." And honestly, apart from the boss fights, I fail to see the hardcore side of this game. Like, because I'll say it time and time again, the boss fight is pretty much the part I struggle at on every DLC map. Apart from like the tortured path, that's honestly easy. Like the Easter eggs are harder than the boss fights on those. And honestly, you don't even have to do the Easter eggs to get the freaking boss fights on those. So I mean, it's really easier in that sense as well. I'm gonna try to take that in, I guess. I can't even. Wonderful. Thank God. Dude, I'm so far behind, it's not even funny. Yeah, I feel like people get like an updated version of a map, like in the case of Origins, for example, and then they forget about the original, or like at least the difficulty of the original. Oh my God, I didn't grab that. I swear I had another Nerthus head down here. Yo, the rounds just feel like they go so quick on this map. Kinda hate it. Okay, I already put the second one in. I need to find that one from the freaking wall still. Dude. This is one of those maps that's just super hard for me to focus on getting everything done. It's just like, it feels like there's so much. Even if there's not. I don't even think I got that, but whatever. What? I'm screwed. I'm trying to think about which ones I've forgotten. Hey yo, what's going on, nobody? The Stadja... Are you talking about the Stadjager as in the one from the Shadow Throne or the one from Across the Depths? Because the one on Across the Depths is easy. The one on the Shadow Throne, beyond difficult in my opinion. Why did I come up here again? Couldn't tell you. I don't need to be up here. Oh my God, are we really getting another fog wave? Give me a break. Give me a break. Like, I can't even get into the ritual. Yeah, Shadow Throne one for sure. Yeah. I tend to get to the point where he is putting out the like electrical cloud thing, and then at that point I pretty much just get screwed almost every time. And honestly, the only part I find difficult within that whole Easter egg, apart from like the whole like Raven statue thing, I just have to freaking put in a freaking a website for that and make it easy on myself because screw it. But yeah, the hardest part of that whole Easter egg, I would have to say, would be the oh my god, the freaking Morse code from the radio, and then going over to the map with the magnifying glass and finding that thing so you can get the bowl out of that little like cabinet next to it. But I do, I don't know where I put it, but I definitely have like a little cheat sheet of all the combinations for that freaking magnifying glass, because tell you what, that makes that 10 times easier. Dude, I'm so tempted to just like end this run. Like I'm just like, I don't think I'm gonna get anything done here. Around 24 and I have to go get into a freaking tiny ass little ritual room. Yeah, right. Yo, I remember everybody struggling with that thing back in the day. There was even people like when I was playing with them that they would struggle on that step with the dagger. That's safe. It literally works like a combination lock in real life. So like you have to go right left or something like that. And then I think if you're going to like clear it and reset, you have to basically just spin it to the right a bunch of times. But yeah, dude, I'll definitely run that map sometime too. But I'm kind of curious because you can end it and go to the final rank if you want. I won't judge. Yeah, I'm super tempted to, just because I know for a fact I'll do the final rank. This I don't think I'll be able to do. I kind of want to just send it and see what happens, but I'm at the point where I'm kind of stuck. I just need to get that freaking... Oh, actually, the fog went away, so I might be able to do this. I need to get this last freaking head, and then I should be able to go into the freaking ritual room. I just don't know which spot I'm missing. This one, maybe? Nope. Did I get that one? I think so. And I can never tell if I got that one or not. See, like, where is it? What the heck? Because I think there's one right around here somewhere. I think I got it already. There's one down here. Not there. See, I don't know if you've ever had this problem, but on this map, I know it used to be a thing back in the day, and I think when I was actually learning this map for the first time, it was a fairly big issue for me personally, but this one Nerthus skull, or Son of Nerthus, like, totem, the one that you get from the wall with shooting the ripsaw, sometimes it just straight up does not spawn for me. Like, you could go shoot all, like, 7 locations or whatever, however many there are, and you're still just not gonna find it. Like, I don't know what causes it, but it's so annoying when you get to that point where you need that, and then, oh, you just play for an hour to basically have to restart. Like, I'm thinking I am missing one spot at this point, and I'm just not recalling where it is. Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there has to be at least like 8 spawns, and I'm pretty sure I've got all of them already, so I don't know where this thing went. So, I mean, if I'm stuck anyways,
pretty much might as well just end it. I think there's like one more spot I want to check, and then if it's not there, then I'm pretty much just gonna call it. I mean, unless I just didn't check the ground wherever it dropped, because I mean, I have been looking up instead of looking for it. Oh my god, the Ripsaw's not even an insta-kill anymore. Rough. Alright, so last spot I wanted to check was right over here. I don't even think there is a spawn over here, but I figure might as well try. And I'm pretty sure there's like 3 along this cliff face. Got that one wherever the hell it was. Yeah, man. I think it's pretty much glitched at this point. And like I said, I don't know what causes it, but sometimes the one in the wall literally just does not spawn for me.
Wait, what? You can skip the Morse code? And if you're talking about skipping the Morse code, like in the sense of if you have the numbers, you can just go straight over to that whole like map thing, then yes, I knew about skipping it that way, but I didn't know you could straight up just like somehow skip it altogether, if that's what you're implying. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and end this one. Screw it. Let myself go down. Whatever. Dude, no, I so I didn't name my son after Mr. Raffle Waffles, but my son's name is Milo, and yeah, I think about that sometimes whenever I say his name. I'm just like, hey guys, Mr. Raffle Waffles here. It plays in my head so perfect. I can just almost hear it flawlessly in my head. No, it was the map thing. Oh, okay. I was like, what are you talking about? Alright, I'm going to take probably a 2-3 minute break really fast, just to kind of reset myself before I go ahead and start up the final Reich, but so I'll kind of talk to you here while I'm in my little break, but what do you tend to struggle with on the final Reich? I'm curious, because in my personal opinion, that's genuinely the easiest map. And that's probably just because I have the most experience with it, like, straight up. Like, I have the most experience with that map, hands down. So, maybe it's just the easiest for me in that sense. But I'm curious what you actually tend to struggle with. Because I would love to go over that and kind of, like, maybe help you out in some ways. Like, oh, maybe you didn't think about it in this way or that way. I don't know, whatever. Just let me know. Not dying while I do. I guess that just comes with map knowledge, I suppose. And yeah, gramophone step, high key, if you're going for hardcore, obviously. That's the hardest step, hands down, on that entire map. And also, so I'm assuming those are your 2 biggest things. So what do you normally run for a class? Because I can pretty much run anything on that map and get away with it, because
I don't necessarily crutch any ability anymore. I used to crutch Free Fire, and then I decided to stop using it because I realized I was crutching it. So stopped using Free Fire, got really good with camouflage, and I know that sounds like, oh, you got good with camouflage. You had to fucking basically use zombie blood to even make your way through the game. Like, no, I can get away with not using camouflage either. I definitely don't use that as a crutch. Honestly, I've started to even play with frontline more so now, especially knowing that you can use it pretty efficiently on most of the other maps too. In my personal opinion, I feel like if you're going for like a universal loadout, it would either have to be frontline or free fire. Like those are the most universal abilities that you could easily get away with. Oof. Yeah, I totally forgot. I just went on mute really quick. But um, yeah. All I was saying is the only. I was gonna say the only time I really ran that specific frontline loadout for the Final Reich, and I really grinded it, was when I was going for the BAT elite character, and then I just kind of listed off what each of these challenges were pretty much. But I said that the hardest challenge out of all of these five was definitely the save class by Wave 16. So yeah, I definitely took me a few tries, but I saw this guy using pretty much that loadout, and I saw his strat on YouTube. I think his name was, if it's the guy, I think it was, and then his name was AC Omega, and I'm sure you've probably seen a video or two of his because his videos are pretty popular. But yeah, his strategy for getting to round 16 solo and save Klaus, like having all the hardcore Easter egg steps and shit by wave 16, that shit was actually insane. And to this day, I still don't understand how I did it really, because the biggest problem for me with that entire Easter egg, like I said, when it comes to the hardcore, is when you're charging up the record or the gramophone, and it literally just. I think even in my hardcore Easter egg tutorial, like video for people that I was making back in the day when I first started my channel, I think I struggled to get that gramophone charged up until like round 26. And I was using jacks and I was using frontline. I'm pretty sure I was using damn near everything I could to get him over in that corner by me. So the fact that I was able to do this solo on wave 16, it's kind of ridiculous because I just don't understand what I did any different that would have allowed me to do that 10 waves earlier. Sorry to kind of rant there for a second, but kind of had to catch up with what the heck I was saying because I went on mute. Go ahead and get another challenge here. And so if I'm gonna run the Final Reich, this would be my high rounds loadout. I bring pack mule, and then that's pretty much just so I can carry the wonder weapon, and then 2 weapons of my choice, obviously, and specialist training, so I can just free fire as often as possible, and then marksmanship. I kind of just threw that on there as an extra because increased headshot damage. Why the fuck not? But most of the time, if I'm playing with people, this is pretty much my go-to. As you can see, the name, any map go-to. But this mobilization mod on camouflage helps so much for the Uberschnell snaps, where you're shooting the Zeppelin and you have to get the battery from the whole like dropped battery thing. If you activate camouflage and then obviously you have stamina up and you have mobilization on, then you can run that battery down to the Emperor's Chamber so quick it's ridiculous. Like, it makes that step like a piece of cake. It's legitimately the only reason I would ever run camouflage on that map, though, because there's honestly no need for it. It's just not that difficult for me personally to where I feel like I need camouflage. Like, it would definitely benefit me a hell of a lot more to use Frontline or Free Fire. But I personally just... I like being able to get that portion of the Easter egg done super quickly, because it feels like the most tedious portion, to be honest, apart from getting like the whistlings you need or the bombers you need for like certain upgrades. I did know that whole like armor killer thing, actually, and I only know that because I looked it up recently. And I probably looked it up back in the day too, but yeah, I just recently went back to it and I looked up all the names of the like the zombies, which pest obviously translates into pest, like it's just a nuisance. But I think the whistling, dude, it was something weird. Like, it was kind of cringy what the actual meaning of whistling was. So I'm not even gonna say it because it was I think the definition was something a little bit perverted. So I'm just not even gonna risk anything on my channel here. But if you wanted to look it up, I'll let you, obviously. But yeah, I looked up that Panzer Mortar, Brenner. Obviously, I don't think you can really translate that into anything. I guess other than that, it was like Sizzler, Bomber, Mutler. Which, speaking of which, I think I meant to look up Mutler as well, but I forgot to. Brute. Brute. I don't know. Did you try translating it into German, or what did you translate it into? Because whistling did not come up as brute for me, but that would definitely make the most sense. That would be the most fitting definition for sure. The definition I got was for sure cringy. I was just I'm not even gonna go down the road of what it came up for me. But, anyways, I will go ahead and start this up. Mutler Assassin. Master Assassin. Yes, I remember that now. I do remember that. Screw it. I'm gonna run Frontline, and I'm definitely gonna take this freaking sniper consumable off. Dude, I don't know. A lot of the consumables either feel useless or just I'll forget about them and not want to use them. Like, I guess I'll use skeleton keys just because I have a decent majority. Use 2, I guess. Then we'll just go, screw it. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I did too. I put it into Google Translate, which I mean, I just kind of typed in Google and then, obviously searched the word. I didn't do Google Translate specifically. Yeah, that's probably the most beneficial way to do this Easter egg, but personally, as long as I get past the lightning rod tower by wave like 14, 15, I'm pretty much set. Like I don't need to care about anything else after that. Like I mean beyond getting the gramophone done, nothing else is really too difficult for me personally on this map in particular. Um yeah, we'll just save point script. I was going to buy quick revive, but actually, you know what? I should before I forget about it because I tend to do that when I'm playing solo. And then I go down and I have to use one of my self-revives, and I'm just like, yep, I'd rather just end the match and restart. Yeah, that's kind of relatable, to be honest. Like, I don't know about the whole BO3 thing because I was never into it very much, but I can definitely relate when it comes to IW and World War II. Like, IW definitely felt like it had some useful things that you could use, but a lot of them felt very useless. And in this game, I feel like half of them are useless. Like, unless you're running multiple people, there's not a lot of reason to bring certain things in. Oh, I need points. Also, if you don't know, if you make it to this point where you're about to activate the fire trap, if you make it to this point by round 2 and activate the fire trap, you can one-hit melee these pest zombies. If you wait until round 3, they become 2-hit. And then obviously if you use that crouch technique, it makes it super easy. So yeah, just like when you're doing that, make sure you save one zombie and then activate that trap. And then even if the trap kills the zombie you saved, the pest will spawn, so obviously it doesn't end the round. I'll kind of try to give you like useful tips that like help me personally that maybe I don't necessarily see as a tip per se because I just see it as like general knowledge because I've played it for so long. It's almost like second nature at this point. But I'll try to point out things like that that for sure help me personally. Yes, I recently I have started to grab the melee perk, but unless I'm running that the extra points for only melee damage kills, unless I'm running that mod, I guess is what it is for your specialist, I don't really bother buying it. Like, and I know you can rotate it out later, but I don't know. It just doesn't feel worth it to me. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Kind of keeps disconnecting the stream really quick, and then it'll reconnect it. It's weird. Normally, I don't even get a perk until I open up the salt mine and I'm like charging the Geistcraft over into the laboratory, and then I'll buy the speed cola for 3,000. But that's just because I feel like if I go down when I'm playing with people, and they can't really get to me, I feel like that's one of those perks you can go without and kind of get away with. So it's just not as viable. Like I always try to buy stamina up and double damage, double tap, whatever you want to call it. I always try to buy those last. That way they're. I don't know. I have longer with them in the case of me going down and bleeding out. I have longer until they time out and go away. See, and that's another underrated thing about this game. I loved that about this game. The fact that you could go down, and when you go down, you don't lose all your perks immediately. You have a bleed out time, and then your perks are based on that bleed out time remaining. I thought that was such a cool addition to this game. I can't believe that people kind of overlook that. I'm gonna buy this for half price. Kill the rest of these dudes, and then get that other door for half price. That way I've used my thing, and I don't forget about it. Screw it. I suppose I could just go over here really quick. I have to wait for the next round to start before I can activate that consumable. No, literally, dude. That's what I was saying about IW. It feels so hard to reset on that game. Once you go down, compared to this game feels so easy to reset, but when it comes to IW, running back around the maps and getting the perks again and possibly even having to get weapons again because you didn't have money for like the lost and found or whatever, then it's just so hard to get set back up, especially if you're going down on like round 15 plus. Maybe I'm just bad at high rounding that game, but I think my highest round was on Raven the Redwoods, and I think I only made it to like 40 something. But I was kind of just getting tired of it at that point. That's the biggest thing about like round hundreds. It's like it's not even a skill thing a lot of the time, because as soon as you find your strat that you can kind of just rinse and repeat, it's more so just it's a dedication of time more so than a practice of the skill. Like, if that makes any sense. In my eyes, that's how I see it anyways. Like, I think my highest round on this was 72, and or no, it was 74 because I was shooting for 75, and I just didn't make it. I went down just at. I was trying to go to 75 and then go down, and then I was like, oh, 75 is going to be a pest wave, so I guess I'll just go to 76 and then call it good. But I ended up going down on 74. But what I was trying to get at there is, dude, that took so long. It, like I was saying, once you find your loop that you do and your little routine, it becomes easy. It's more so just a freaking, like I was saying, it's the time you want to spend on the game, really. And like I was saying, it took so long for me because I think I said this in one of my other live streams, but it took so long for me to do that strat in the first place because um, I was using the Delisle, which obviously its ability when you pack a punch, you shoot it at the ground, you have to wait for it to count down, it gets 5 headshots. And only that first bullet that, you know, has the little like colored beacon on it, only that one actually does the ability. So you have to wait for it to reset, wait for it to get the 5 shots, and then shoot again, wait for it to reset, get the 5 shots. So it just takes forever on top of, you know, the rounds already taking forever because, you know, it's round 40 plus and now it's taking 20 minutes plus to get through a single wave. It gets a little bit ridiculous. Okay. Damn, I got a lot more points than I expected to just doing that. Works for me. Then I don't know if you know about this, but as soon as you open the salt mine, what I like to do is actually run around the back over here and pull a bomber out the back and just get the hurricane battery right off the bat. It's just the easiest. That way you don't have to worry about having a bomber down here later on. Yeah, I don't want to go down. No thanks. I've already kind of messed it up. This is normally not how this goes for me, but... Come on, heal up, please. Thank you. I feel like normally I'm on like wave 4 right about now still. And I would just have like one zombie still chasing me while I escort these bombers or whatever. Normally I don't even bother doing this. I'll just kill them outright and get the next wave going, but I'm going to play it a little different, see how it goes. Where did I leave off here? Okay, so that's that. I mean, I'm assuming not everybody can just use director's cut right off the rip, right? Like you actually have to go earn that using the like doing the super Easter egg or whatever. So I mean, I don't think that it necessarily takes away the difficulty. I mean, yes, it absolutely does, but I think you had to earn that in the first place. So I mean, if you're good enough to get there, then you're probably just good at the game in general. So I think you almost deserve that, you know, that little bit of a break that director's cut gives you. And I agree with you. I'm more of an Easter egg guy than a high rounding dude. I don't. The high rounding is so tedious. Like it'd be cool to get a world record one time, but like you know some guy is gonna come right along right behind you and beat it the next day. So it's like, what's really the point? I don't necessarily hate the torture path. I just don't give it enough time, really. I mean, and I have the first Easter egg practiced so much that like obviously it's memorized. But the second and the third map, I would definitely have to go back and watch a video for. But yeah, I don't understand why the torture path got as much hate as it did. Then again, I don't understand why World War II got as much hate as it did. So. When you say the midnight charged at round 5, are you talking about the Reaper? The orange one? Down in the Pack-a-Punch room? Or what are you talking about? Palmer Tesla, that I forgot the name. Not the Midnight. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that's what you said. Easter egg. Oh, so you okay? So to get director's cut, you just have to complete the Easter eggs one time, not even like consecutively or whatever. I was unaware. Like I said, I was out of rotation for that whole game's like life cycle, so I only started playing it again, or I say again, but for the first time, like about a year ago, because my buddy was into that, and I was trying to get him into like Extinction, and he was kind of down for it, but not really at the same time. So, yeah, I was like, well, I mean, I played World War II. He was like, oh, I'd be down to get into that. So I got him through the Final Reich pretty easily. And at some point, I got his girlfriend through it as well. And then my buddy that hopped in the chat earlier, I got him through it as well. And yeah, so I've pretty much mastered the Final Reich to the point where I can get other people through it. Like, they don't need to do anything. I can just ease them through it. And the only thing they have to do is obviously that step at the very end where, you know, you have to shoot the Tesla guns at the same time. And obviously, if you're playing with your friends, that's no problem. You're not gonna struggle with that part. What was I trying to get out there? Oh yeah. So yeah, we got through the Final Reich. Me and my buddy that got me into IW, and he was like, "Oh, have you ever played IW?" And I was like, "Yeah, well, no, I never was really into it." So, and then, yeah, pretty much just history from there. I haven't really I've played all the maps at least once, but I've never attempted the Easter egg on Beast from Beyond, Radioactive Thing. I recently did start trying the Shaolin Shuffle one. Raven the Redwoods I've beaten, and Spaceland I'd say I'm probably a quarter of the way through that Easter egg. I'm pretty bad at that map, to be honest. And I thought the biggest problem with that whole Easter egg was going to be the freaking boss fight, because I've seen how stupid that boss fight is. Like, even from, like, good YouTubers, that boss fight is just tediously long from my knowledge watching watching people do it. So yeah, I thought that was going to be the hardest part of that Easter egg, and turns out I can't even get past the freaking SETICOM steps, so here we are. World War II it is. Dude, as much as I'm like okay with it, I also hate it with every ounce of my being the person that has to train the last zombie so people can like do the Easter egg or whatever. I'm just like, dude, let me do it. It'd be done in like 3 seconds. Even if that's not true. I'm just like, I don't want to hold the zombie, bro. Nobody wants to be that guy. It's like you got to make that sacrifice for the team sometimes, though. Damn, just like collateral those dudes. Both one shot. Dude, I wish I could master Spaceland. The only thing I will say I've technically 100%ed on Spaceland would be all the wall weapons. I've maxed out all the wall weapons so that they're max level. I have all the attachments that I want on them or whatever. And that's pretty much it. Dude, nah. I tried Beast from Beyond, dude. I couldn't get past Wave 2. That shit is hard. That shit is ridiculously hard. I was just like, so every now and then I'll get back into Extinction to like the point where I'm like grinding it again. And so it made me want to try Beast from Beyond because I was like, oh, I've never played this map, obviously. And it made me want to be like, oh, well, it's the only continuation technically to Extinction, so you might as well, consider it a continuation of the storyline. But yeah, I hopped on that after having grinded Extinction, and that is a whole different ball game, dude. That map is ridiculous. Like that makes Extinction on Ghosts look like a freaking walk in the park. Yep. Yep. See, that's pretty much me on Easter eggs that I am unfamiliar with. I take like up to 3 to 4 hours to complete them, and that's if I complete them in the first place. But like this map, I can say that if I'm running it fairly decent, not doing the hardcore steps, I can pretty much always do it under an hour. Oh, I don't have any grenades. Big L. I need to buy a gun. Also, I don't know what you run for a loadout on this map, but legitimately, I always just get a Tesla gun and the Type 100. Like, every game. Every game. And yeah, the Type 100 isn't necessarily the best at killing, but it's good for points on the lower rounds, or not even necessarily the lower rounds. It is fairly decent up until like round 16-ish, and then you pretty much need to have either Pack-a-Punch or double damage. But yeah, on the higher rounds, it's pretty much good for points, and if you're getting headshots and using frontline, then obviously you're going to be killing things anyways. But I mean, it does decent damage. It's not terrible. But if your aim is pretty decent with it, you should be able to freaking once it's pack punched and you have the double damage, you should be able to just like one clip a freaking Zeppelin battery. Like you have to hit pretty much every bullet, but you should still be able to do it. It opens up just long enough to where it's possible. And I don't know if the whole like triple damage on the front line thing actually affects that or not, so might be even quicker if you use that. Dude, no, for real. Scouts are that's what I'm saying, dude. It feels so hard compared to Extinction. Like Beast is wild. Anyways, what you doing, bro? You still playing Zetsubo Nishima? Oh, come on. And like I was saying, at this point, as long as I get past the freaking lightning rod tower by like round 16, I'm pretty much good. Like I don't really need to care about anything else. Like when it comes to difficulty wise doing things. Like obviously I don't want to do this Easter egg like on round 30 plus, but dude, get the heck out of here, bro. Guys just sitting in the background completing maps while I'm sitting here just kind of playing maps. You might as well be the streamer and I might as well be watching you, my guy. Like, see, that's the thing, though. I feel like Spaceland would be a really short completion time if I could just manage to do it. Like, if I had a good routine for doing everything and doing it consistently, then I think Spaceland would be fairly short. It's just that I run around and screw around too much, and it basically just screws me over. I get on higher rounds than I need to be. And I can't even necessarily say that about IW. It's never really a case of, oh, I'm on too high of a round. Because, honestly, that game's hard as fuck. Like, zombies just slap you so fast compared to this game that it's like a whole readjusting phase whenever I go back to that game. You know, screw it. You know, if I'm being completely honest, I was just gonna kind of tell you another like justification I was gonna, like I pretty much always had for myself using the Type 100. So it's blue, red, red. But it was pretty much that once you pack a punch it and you're in the boss fight, obviously you can just buy ammo right there on the wall. And I was kind of just thinking about it as I was thinking about saying it, but I was like, you really don't need to buy ammo though, because you like the phases are so short. Oh, I did not get that right. Did I do that wrong? What the heck? But anyways, the phases of the boss fight are so short that you really don't need to buy ammo all that often. So I mean, as long as you have like a Jack in the Box, you're pretty much good. I mean, I just thought about it. I was like, you really don't need ammo that badly during this boss fight that you could really justify needing a wall weapon so that you could buy ammo whenever you want. Like unless you're doing this boss fight on like an insanely high round or something. Like, even then, you technically don't have to shoot the boss at all up until, you know, you need to stun it. Okay. I got that backwards. I was thinking it was blue, red, red. Or red, blue, blue, rather. I'm an idiot. Maybe not. I didn't think I was gonna make it there in time. Oh yeah, I meant to show you that thing though. You know that thing I was talking about, pulling that battery through that one wall on the Frozen Dawn? And I said you could do it with the keepsakes on this with the gates. Yeah, I totally forgot to show you that you could do that, and that would have been the perfect time to do that. Because it was like right behind the gate. But I'll kind of talk to you what I'm talking about anyways here in a second. Okay, so something's off here. I don't know what I did wrong, but I could have swore red was 4. Like that is 100% a 4. Like, am I wrong? Maybe I got the other one wrong then? What the heck? That did not look like a 6 to me, but... Alright, but what I was talking about with the keepsakes and the gates. So, the only time it's really relevant is if you get... Let me just run over here really quick. The only time it's relevant is if this gate is closed and you have this yellow location right here, and it'll drop like right behind this gate. You can like walk up to the gate close enough to where you like you don't have the prompt to buy it, and you should be able to like hold your interaction button, and it should pull the keepsake through the gate without opening the gate. And then also this red location will work with this gate as well. I'll have to show you in like another playthrough sometime, but right now I'm gonna go ahead and start this lightning rod tower. Oh, you're talking about, you already knew the whole keepsake thing with the gates. sucks. How I was able to still orient how I was able to still orient myself there was just kind of wild. Should be good, I think. Maybe, hopefully. If not, oh yeah, I have front. Okay, yeah, I forgot that was kind of the point of me bringing frontline in. Thought I saw it like a weird mist next to that freaking lantern. Okay, so basement, sword. I don't know if I care to go ahead and get all the Tesla guns, to be honest. I'll try, but... And... really, at that point, I would need to start doing the red one next round if I'm going to do that. Which, I mean, I brought in a max ammo, so I guess I could waste that. Yeah, screw it. I didn't think it worked for a second. Alrighty, I suppose I'll pack a punch really quick. I think this is the one I'm missing over here. Should have brought that Brenner I had over here really quick. Hey, that's actually kind of perfect.
Yo, sorry, I've been spacing on the the game. I'll catch up on chat real quick. So my Xbox name is actually right there on the whole like little scoreboard thing. Um, it's just the same thing as my YouTube channel. Besides, it doesn't have the underscore in between the TXC and Acid Cat. But you could, if you're wondering like a nickname, you can call me. Since I said you said Xbox nickname. I don't know if you meant gamer tag there, but I'm assuming you did. But if you're looking for like a nickname instead of saying Toxic Acid Cat, just call me freaking Acid. A lot of people just call me Acid. Every now and then there will be a person that calls me Cat, but
And also, I agree with the whole like being able to connect with smaller streamers more so than competing with a bunch of other people, which also probably have essentially seniority over you, like they've been there longer type deal. I'm gonna skip this. I'm gonna go down here and try to get another charge on this. I never shot the light, dang it. Kind of convenient it was right there. Oh, come on. Dude, I might have the rest of the freaking zombies here. I don't know. That was so sketch. Yes, sir. Hell yeah, man. I'm assuming that was you. Too close. Didn't like. Yo, these batteries are charging hella quick. I guess we can just throw it in there. So I'm probably gonna end the stream after this match, more than likely. But yeah, I'll definitely add you up before I do, um, just so you can see that I did. But yeah, uh, just kind of I've had a long day and kind of just tired at this point. Was kind of wanting to do Fortnite, but also kind of don't want to start up a separate stream just to do it. And then it would be that one weird game that I have on my channel when everything else is kind of uniform at this point. Kind of just feels weird. I'm definitely down to switch it up though and do some other content sometime though. I'm not saying that. I'm just yeah, that's sad. That's wicked sad. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. That's a freaking absolute travesty. uh, dude, I don't know how I got away with that. That's actually kind of wild. Dude, this pest. This pest. How has it not hit me yet? Like, no way. No way that pest was that slow. Chased me for so long. I don't know how. Okay, so I guess I'll go get the freaking code really quick. I could technically do the freaking record right now. I need some Jack in the Boxes though. Oh yeah, that's why I normally pick up the freaking melee, at least up until I do the gramophone. Cause it's pretty useful. Holy sh... Okay, so this one was 5, I think. 3. 5315. Then while I'm at it, I'll go ahead and hit these for the second time. 5315. Let me through. Thank you. Come on, don't do me like that. I was supposed to do that with like a red meter, wasn't I? Probably. Just because that'd be my luck. Okay. Just didn't do the defense portion long enough. I like how I said you could one-clip the freaking Zeppelin battery, and I've yet to do it this match. I promise, bro. I promise you can. I thought that pest was going to get me a third time. So 5315. That's the combination for the first one. Dude, I might try to hit box a few times and get jacks, because this would be a lot easier with the camouflage right now, but ease what it is. L. Yeah, damn right that pest was trying his best, but it couldn't get me. Bruh. If you actually just beat Beast from Beyond, that's wild. That you've beaten like 3 maps while I played like... Oh my god. I'm telling you, bro, you should be the streamer. I'm just here. I don't think I've hitbox at all, so it's probably in bunker still. Hell yeah. Is it just me or one of these walking faster than the other? Alright, I guess I could go get this battery. Damn, that's why I wanted to save that bomber though, because I need to go put that freaking code in the basement. It would be first turn, just because. Fair enough. But like I was saying, if you have director's cut in the first place, you were good enough to get that in the first place, so. So what's your fair enough. That's how I feel like I would have to end up getting it too. I would have to get carried. But I was gonna ask, what's your favorite Tesla gun on this map? I was kind of assuming that since you go for Reaper first that it was Reaper, but maybe I'm just kind of jumping to conclusions. Yeah, I liked the Hurricane for the longest time as well. I think I still do like it the most. Like even after I've kind of did some experimenting and figuring out which Tesla guns do which, and I don't know. I still feel like the Hurricane is best. Like I feel like so when I originally did some like early videos on my channel, I was kind of discussing this whole like Tesla gun thing, but so the original Tesla gun, I feel like obviously just basic electric ability, stun, and it stuns the whistlings too. But when I was going over this, I actually said that I think the Bloodthirst is basically like the original Tesla gun's Mark II version, but it doesn't stun the whistlings, so I thought that kind of ruined that. But um, I don't know if you really know that, but once you shoot these dudes and they get that stun on them, they actually do like a splash damage effect that kills extra zombies around them. So you could potentially kill whistlings with the splash damage off of that, which I actually thought was kind of nice once I figured that out. I'm not even trying to say that the Bloodthirst is the best, but I just wanted to point out that it does kind of have that ability. And I didn't originally know that until I did some experimenting with it. And then I think the Midnight is pretty much the Mark One version of the Hurricane. The Hurricane is definitely the better version of the Midnight. And I say that because they basically do the same thing, but I think the Midnight is a little bit worse because that thing, the projectile that it shoots, moves faster, which in a sense kills less zombies in my opinion, because the Hurricane gives the enemies like time to move into it, as well as like allows more to actually train into it while it's moving. I don't know. You can almost use it as like a defense, like a protection shield for yourself. Like the Hurricane is just so good. Alright, I should probably run down here really quick. 5315. 5315. And then I need to get the Hurricane and the Reaper still. So next time I get a Whistling, I need to go ahead and bring him down in the Pack-a-Punch room. I need the sword still. I need to get the freaking gramophone charged up, which is going to be a pain in the ass. I need the sword first though, so...
it to me. Dude, I'm gonna kill it. Okay. I might as well just run over there. I think they move faster if you're out of their proximity. Ah, fuck. I need to make sure I stay within this dude's proximity so he doesn't respawn. Otherwise, he'll have a freaking bomb on him, and I will be forced to kill him. Okay, so whenever these guys get down here, that'll be done, and then sword. Matter of fact, I'll just start working on sword while they're walking down here. Oh my god, I hate that. It's the worst. Have to be getting close by now. I was about to say, where'd the other one go? It's gonna be salty if it freaking died somehow. Oh, that sucks. You know, kind of just didn't think about that, but should work about the same, I guess. Maybe. Oh my god, I did it again. Losing my mind a little bit. And I guess... do you know if when I rotate out my my quick revive, if it's gonna count as a used quick revive? Like, because if I go restructure my perks, is it basically gonna give me one less quick revive where I'm in solo? Because I know that you can only buy it like 3 or 4 times in solo. But normally that's in the case of you actually losing it, so I don't know if it counts as a use if you actually rotate it out. Alright. I guess either way I didn't go down, so I mean... Yeah, really. I mean, that's all I really cared about, so... Kind of sucks that they're in the order they are, but... I'll take it. So really I just need bombers. I'm gonna go get the hurricane real quick, I guess. And then we will charge the gramophone, hopefully next round. Guess we'll see. Kind of wondering if I should wait for my front line to be charged up. Hurricane. Jeez. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. I mean, once you get the ability for your sword, it's not so bad, but... Probably kind of screwed myself getting that nuke. Oh, that sucks. Absolutely sucks. Dude, that step is so bad. I wish people would figure out exactly how that step works, because the fact that you kind of just have to guess and sit in a corner sucks. Like, literally have to wait until it starts clicking. Like... I'm literally...
might be able to do it this next wave, but I doubt it. This is legitimately the only reason I don't normally go for hardcore. This step right here. See, that's what I'm saying. It's going to have to be next round on 26. That's why it just never made sense to me how I was actually able to do it on round 16. There it goes. Oh my god. Let's see if I got some bombers for this battery down here before I go check that. Okay. Yeah, no, that step, I'm not even going to say that step is bad. It's just, it's very unclear how it works, apart from you need to stand next to the gramophone in that general corner and get kills with the sword. Beyond that, nobody has quite figured out how it works. That's why I wouldn't really say the step is bad. It's just, it's not necessarily 100% solved. As much as, you know, people can, you know, complete the Easter egg, it doesn't necessarily mean they know how to do that step. Oh, that kind of sucks. Did I have another? I did. I did. Just in case I'm on my last few guys here. Four, three, two, or no, it was 4, 2, 1, 5. 4215. I'm gonna have to wait now. It's gonna suck. Maybe not. Maybe I'll be alright. Four, 2, 1, 5. Oh my god. I'm just getting slapped left and right this match. I'm not even gonna bother buying armor at that point. Tell me if you know about that. I don't know if you saw that or not, but I still have one more Tesla gun to do it with, so we'll see if it works with this one. But I don't know if you've ever known about that skip, technically. So basically you just shoot down this hole instead of running all the way down to the Emperor's Chamber. Assuming you shoot in the right spot. And obviously you'll get the sound cue for it if you do it right. Yeah, I don't know who showed me that, but the first time I saw that, I was like, what the? I was like, that feels like cheating, bro. Like, that would be such a time save for, like, a speed run. But, like, apart from that, I guess it doesn't necessarily have a use. Oh my god, you gotta be joking me. I'm gonna go down. Maybe not. Oh. I'm gonna kill this Brenner really quick and then probably take a quick little break to go grab a drink. And then we will finish off this Easter egg. Oh my god, no. No! It's because I turned around. If I wouldn't have turned around right there, I would have been fine. That sucks. He really hit me like that. Oh no, the rotation does count, dude. I think it does. Alright. Well, 1, 2. No, maybe not, I guess, but. Oh man, I could have swore I had one more. That sucks. Dude, the freaking hit strength is almost like half health now. It's wild. So I just need bombers, dude. I mean, apart from needing bombers, I literally don't need to do anything. Would you look at that? Man, the other one disappeared. Nice. Kind of surprised that freaking charge counted. Ah, that's not what I wanted to happen. Dude, that'd be kind of cool. Dude, I'm telling you, bro. Smack left and right. Man, it's gonna be tight. I'm gonna have to get them all on me up here and then run back down there. Defend it for a second. Nice. I don't know how that worked out, but... That's crazy. Stay away from me. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I should have just ran. I thought I could insert it in time, but it just would not let me. Well, I just freaking butchered this run. Guarantee I die now just because something stupid will happen. See, on just like a casual playthrough, like casual Easter egg, and like getting like a upgraded Tesla gun if I really wanted to, normally I'd be on like into the boss fight by like round 18 to 22 normally, just on a good run. Alright, whenever this boss fight loads up, I will go ahead and pause it really quick. Actually, you know what? I'll just do it right now. I'll be right back, man. I'm just gonna grab a drink really fast. Alrighty, I'm back. But yeah, dude, I was reading that right as I walked away after I muted my mic. That'd be sick if we found a new Easter egg. Like, doesn't really even matter what map it is. If we found a new Easter egg, I'd be so hyped. This first part of this might actually be kind of difficult because I don't have any Jack in the Boxes. And I totally forgot to grab the Hurricane again. It doesn't really matter, but... Oh yeah, hardcore. Only one light. I forget about that every time, dude. Dude, I'm like out of rotation with this thing and it sucks. I can't even aim up at that. Yeah, I know. I hate how much that the community actually ignores this game. Like, this game definitely is being overlooked when it comes to, like, Easter eggs unfound. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to do a lap. If you don't know this about the boss fight, you can actually run over here to the spawn and then run out this backside. And if you sit right in front of this, the zombies will only come from this direction. So you can pretty much just sit here in between like attachments of the battery. So like obviously whenever you attach the battery, the Panzer mortar leaves the map until the blimp comes back. You can just sit here until the blimp comes back, and then at that point you know the Panzer mortar is coming back. So at that point you just kind of leave the spot. But it basically just saves you the extra running around and hopefully saves you a few downs. Where I'm freaking down to no revives. Definitely going to be a spot I'm going to kind of clutch or crutch with more so than clutch, but where the heck is it? I'm going to run right into it and I'm going to not like it. Not even hearing chains or anything. As a matter of fact, I don't even hear the blimp.
I'm gonna guess I need to go to the next round, I guess. I heard it. Man, I don't know if I should risk it. I never knew they even considered that a possibility. Like a upgraded Tesla gun on the Shadow Throne, I mean. No, I definitely want to get my son into this whenever he's old enough, but right now he's only like 9 months old, so obviously he's not at the point of playing video games yet.
Hell yeah, brother. This is how we do it. Cringy. I don't know, man. I'm kind of feeling a game or two of Fortnite, I guess. Might do it. Just do like a little half-hour stream or something. So I'm gonna try to stream again tomorrow, but no promises or anything. I just I want to do some Extinction on a live stream, and I think tomorrow would be a good time to do it. But yeah, I don't know if my girlfriend's gonna get mad at me for it, so I guess we'll find out. If I don't stream tomorrow, then obviously I'll see you guys next Friday. Or if it ends up working out, then obviously I'm gonna start doing the whole World War II Wednesdays thing, and then Fridays will just be for whatever other game. But yeah, I guess we'll see how that goes, and then go from there. But yeah, I guess I'll probably just end this stream here, and then go ahead and start up a Fortnite stream for about a half hour or so. If you're interested in watching it. If not, no worries. Let's see what he's doing. Hell yeah. Oh, you mean join me for like gameplay? Because I'd be down. Alright. Well, honestly, if you're not going to stick around, I'd probably just wait until tomorrow and see what happens. If, all goes well then I'll probably do some Fortnite for a little bit, for like an hour or so, and then I'll go ahead and end that one, and then start up a Extinction one for a few hours. But, yeah. Hopefully you found this entertaining enough for the time being. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. So hope you have a good night, man. Thanks for watching, hanging out. Yeah, man, I'll definitely make a community post letting you guys know what's going on. I try to do that every time I stream. Try to post at least something for you guys so you guys know what's going on. Alright. Peace, man. Have a good one.